Oral bij. Okay, maybe I should quickly play the song. I can play it on my... I'm gonna play it on my YouTube. Okay, so this... Let me give you some background information. This band is called... Actually, you know what? No, I'm just gonna play the song. I'm just gonna play the song. Sorry, nee. Never give up. So dramatic. Yes. Why are there two videos on a song by Folk of Politicar? Two ads. Can any person please tell me? And I refuse to pay for YouTube. It's not because I don't want to pay for it, because I don't have money. I also don't have money. But it's because I refuse to be irritated into paying for something. Okay, thanks, Amber. Anyway, so yeah, listen to the song. Aww. You couldn't even hear it. That's sad. Technology fails. Okay, well, go search for it. I just started singing along. Good thing you stopped me when you did. Okay. So this song, it wouldn't even have helped if you could hear it, because you wouldn't have understood it. But the chorus, the ending line says "Soet slaap sonder sonde vanaand," and that means like sweet dreams without any sin. But it doesn't really sound good in English. Like sleep sweetly without sin type of thing. Like it's sweet dreams, but in Afrikaans, soet slaap sonder sonde is so beautiful. Tonight, Very good, Amber. Fernandes tonight. So when I said one of the first times I think where cinema came into my video stream, I made the joke of saying if he's trying to sleep, then because it's something I often tell people. I know my cock. I ken my cock. Yeah, goed. I know my shit, Amber. Well done. Sorry, Booms, if you're ever watching this. We're gonna get to the Africa Burn part, by the way. See Cinema sleeping again. So as I was saying, and then one of the first lives, I told Cinema Suitslop because it's one of the things I always tell people. Like, often on my phone, if I tell people, which doesn't happen often, but when I do tell people good night, I say Suitslop. But I don't tell people good night a lot because I don't say goodbye at all ever because I'm probably only gonna respond at a different time of day. So when he said he was gonna go to sleep, I said Suitslop. And then because it just sounded so nice, it kind of stuck. So Suitslop's on the shoulder, cinema for sinners. Sweet sleep sweetly without sin. But it's not the same, obviously. This is why I'm kind of glad I'm dating an Afrikaans guy. Because, yo, dating someone who doesn't understand Afrikaans, English people cannot appreciate my level of comedy in Afrikaans. I am hilarious in Afrikaans, actually. My comedy doesn't translate to English. Ek is ongelooflik snaaks, as ek wil wees, sometimes. Thanks, Booms. Booms has the habit of saying, but I always listen to my mom, sometimes. Like, Booms, remember, now we can't play because you said you were going to help me and then you didn't help me. But I always help you sometimes. That was not the time. Booms. Now I can't have fun with you because you didn't help me out. Okay, Cinema, you can, yeah. Let me put my ASMR back on because I've also got ASMR and it's on my phone. So this works out perfectly. We don't need to even talk to each other. Ooh, I just got some messages on my phone when I opened it up to turn on the music, and there's some nice messages. Okay, sorry. It's just some business stuff, apparently. Got excited for nothing. Music. Begin again. What a great song choice for now. Begin again. Right, let's begin again. Hi, Substack. Welcome to the Lonnie Show. It wasn't me. No, Amber, it was not you. Amber, did I tell you I appreciate you a lot? I do, really. I'm seeing my parents today, Amber. A lot of thoughts about that. Um, but anyway, I'm supposed to be doing my packing list on this live, so are we ready for some Africa Burn content? Oh, your parents. No, we are not parents. My parents. YOUR. No apostrophe. Am I excited, girl? No. I've not seen my parents since a long time ago. I have changed very much as a person since the last time I saw my parents. I saw them before I went to visit Pascal in January. Yo. It's been almost 2 months. I've changed a lot in the last 2 months. The English teacher, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm helping. Your writing, by the way, girl, your writing has improved so much. Well done. Well done. I was thinking of doing some art. What do we think of some art? Because I need to do a packing list for Africa Bird. Yeah? Okay, let's see if this works. No, this does not work. Can you read the post? Is that right way readable for you? Because then that would help me a lot to write upside down. Yeah? Can you read that? Packing list? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna need my computer for this. You can read it. Great. You took Tanya to the farm. That was when you was crazy cat lady. Yeah, that was about a year ago, actually. Yes, it does. It have to be with this sad song now. Let's see. Because it was before Africa Burn last year. Yo, Amber, back in the day when I used to work at a motorcycle shop. A lifetime ago. Say they have parents. Yes, I have parents. That's when you heard about my parents. Underwear, shoes. Okay, packing list. Thanks, Amber, for keeping me on top of this stuff. How many pairs of underwear do you pack for 2 months in the desert? I need to ask them about DPW. washing. Towel, about 45. We're gonna wash our stuff. Actually, can I show you the coolest thing? I'm gonna need someone to make Africa Burn towel bags. This is towel material, and it's a bag. And it's got a little string on it. So your toiletry stuff is in there, right? But you just take that out. And then this is your towel. You goeie handjie and your towel. Easy peasy. Also, I came to the realization yesterday that people should stop toweling. We waste so much water on towels every year. By the way, this stuff is amazing. If you don't want to do your washing and your washing stinks, get yourself some laundry spray. Just spray it on, hang it outside, smell gone. Anyway, we do need to go through our bathroom packing list, by the way. Let's almost start with that. What should go in a bathroom packing? Oh, I was still looking for photos of me and my ex. Oh, have I shown you my brother and his girlfriend? They are the most beautiful. Nah. Yo, my brother is one lucky dude. Dry shampoo? You don't take dry shampoo to the desert. I learned this the hard way. The desert is your dry shampoo. If you think you have oily hair, no. The desert is your dry shampoo. I am so happy. Actually, I don't need shampoo. I'm so happy that I don't have hair. Because Africa Burn with hair. Oh. Like your hair gets so sticky and icky and no. Oh my god, now that I think about it, thank the Lord I shaved my hair. But shampoo is going in there because I still need shampoo. I would love if somebody can give me an easy, affordable way to take natural shampoo to Africa Burn. Please let me know because I need biodegradable shampoo. But if I can make shampoo with rosemary and fucking lavender and water, let me know and I'll do that instead. Because I don't want to. Yeah. We waste so much water on towels. We do. Like, if I get out of the shower, I turn off the shower, and then the first thing I do before I take the towel is I first wipe off all the excess water on my body so that my towel doesn't need to absorb all that water. And then I hang my towel outside in the sun so that I can just reuse it again because so many people use a towel once and wash it. Hotels, towels once and wash it. Washing takes a lot. Like, people need to understand that they don't need to wash their clothing and their dishes and their stuff as often. I make soap and shampoo. You do? How do you send me recipes? Please. Yo, should I show you my father? Maybe not. Let's keep him off the worldwide internet because an entire 2 people are watching. Like, I will send both of you pictures of my dad separately, but do it on a Substack live that I'm gonna post? Maybe not. You wanna see what Johan looked like a year ago when I met him? He looks like, Manny from Black Books. Oh, there we go. There's one of our first photos as a this was before no, this was all yeah. This was after we became a throuple. This was for Tanya's birthday. Cute photo of us. His hair has grown so much. No, it hasn't. His hair has been the same. It was tied up. His hair is just always tied up. Look how cute we are. Yeah, I remember. Are you allowed to say cut online? Yeah? Dry the kitchen towel and no, not kitchen towels, actual towels. Oh, my brother and his wife are so freaking perfect. Anyway, I was looking for this is the photo I was looking for. Oh, no, lost it again. But look at this sexy photo. Damn, this is when I was at my best. Like my body was at its best. That was good times. I wanted to send a very sexy picture of me smoking. I lost these glasses. They're so cool. They're so extra. They're such bubble glasses, and I lost them. I asked Tanya if she has them, and she hasn't responded. Look here, I was doing TikTok lives in the kitchen of Old Town Motorcycles. This was in April. Here's me and Johanna on one of our first dates. We painted the cups. It's the cups that we always drink from. It's by the washing now. There's a specific photo I'm looking for, and I can't find it. No. Computer says no. Anyway, but that's one of the times I saw my parents a year ago. I'm suffering with the fasting today. Packing list. Electrolytes. Okay, don't ask me how, but it says electrolytes there. Oh, we're still busy with the bathroom packing list. What else goes from the bathroom? Toothbrush. I'm definitely going to take at least one extra toothbrush. A toothbrush, toothpaste. Amber, I think I say this in every video, and if I don't, remind me. Every single thing that I post needs to know. Smash your cans. If you go just anywhere, if you ever care about any type of anything, reduce your trash. Stop reduce, reuse, recycle. Just reduce your trash. Stop making trash. You see, if you're drinking your beer out of cans, number one, stop drinking beers. Number two, smash your cans when you throw them away. Why do you want to not save space? If you throw away an empty bottle, push the water out of the friggin' bottle before you throw it away. And your boxes, yes. If you can make the trash smaller or less, make the trash smaller or less. Or don't even make trash. Avoid making trash. Yesy. Instead of drinking 6 beers, drink 2. You don't need 6. You're gonna have to go pee more. Like, bathrooms at Africa Burn are scary at night. Avoid them. Drink water and electrolytes, not beer. Honestly, I don't know why anybody drinks alcohol at Africa Burn. It is the most useless form of intoxication. It's the worst form of intoxication. Why do people choose alcohol when they can do any drug that they want? Although a very cold beer after hard days of work, yesy. Anyway, I'm still squiggling and I'm not part of the bathroom. So, towel bag, towel sucky. Gifts. While I'm thinking about it, so I'm thinking, let me just tell you what I'm thinking and then I don't have to write it down. If anybody is sitting at home and they're like, I don't know what to do as a gift at Africa Burn. As jij over naaldwerk, if you like to do sewing, get a bunch of old towels and make a bunch of these sakis and then hand them out as gifts at Africa Burn. Like, every friggin' traveler, every person who likes traveling is going to appreciate a sake like this. You know what's the other one you can do? You make a sake like this out of dish drying cloth, handdoeklappie, whatever you use to dry your dishes with. And then you put your plate and your cutlery and your condiments all in that bucky, in that sucky, and that's your dishes bag. And take Tupperware. Take Tupperware for your dishes. I'm gonna do a whole thing about food at Africa Burn. I don't know what you're yesing for, but yes, toothpaste mints. Yes, I need those. But I have a lot of toothpaste, so I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy stuff. Like I have toothpaste. I know you should use biodegradable and all that fancy stuff toothpaste, but I have like 5 Sensodynes. So I'm just gonna spit my toothpaste into a bottle and then throw the bottle away. I'm actually considering taking a bunch of vapes because I know some people are gonna get really desperate for a vape. Your multivites and iron meds. Yes and no. Vitamin B12 is what's on my list. But I want to keep it as simple as possible because the food they give you at Africa Burn is so good. Like, if you're on the crew, the food is amazing. I think I've said it multiple times, but when I was a ranger, and it's like 3 meals a day, I ate so much, not because I wanted to, because I was hungry, because it was just that good. I couldn't not like, I was like, I'm not hungry, but I'm gonna go to breakfast because I know the food's gonna be great. Their vegan food, oh, the year I was vegan and a ranger, yo, it was amazing. And also the benefit of it was that everybody who stood in the meat queue had to wait for the meat queue. The veggie queue was always like, shorty short. So that was pretty great. Which reminds me, DPW, if you are veggie curious, or maybe you have a buddy, and you and your buddy say, hey, listen, me and you, let's go halfsies. Then one of you sign up for vegan and one of you sign up for meat. And then every night or every meal, you get to share both meals. And you'd be surprised. Like, it works out so great. You're a bit hungrier, you go stand in the short line today. We need to have a buddy system in DPW. I'm going to propose a buddy system. Okay, this marker has now It's mocked its last mark. It is now droog. Het is nou verby. Hy wil nie meer nie. That must go to the trash can. As long as the food has everything in it, then you don't need to take the meds. So cool buddy system. Thank you. I think I'm gonna propose that because it's such a sad thing how they're still very like separated because everybody still washes their own dishes. Everybody still, you know, unpacks their own stuff. Everybody still dries their own stuff. Like, make an assembly line. Be like, hey, let me wash yours. Let me dry yours. Let me do that. Let me do that for you. That's a new thing that we accidentally started yesterday. Because Arvi has trouble pronouncing words. He has trouble talking about his feelings or about anything. And then yesterday, we made a joke about the hula hula. So the hula hula. We made a joke about it. And then I said, hula hula sounds so cute. Hula hula. Hula hula. And then we were like, hula hula, hula hula. And then he said, hula hula hula. And then I went, hula 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 hula. And then we started this whole stupid thing about it. Hula 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 hula. Anyway, it was cute. So now I got this hula 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 hula. Right? Look at this little thing. Look at it. It's so cute. I'm almost like okay to not shave my hair completely now. Like, look at that cute little thing. And it's quite like it looks bald here in the camera. Okay, it's not that bad though. Anyway, but here it kind of goes there. You see, and then here I have another cowlick that goes in. So then it goes legitly like there. And then there's like this friggin' line in my hair. And then here it comes down, but now because there was a heart shaved into my head, it looks like I have a disease, which is okay. And then here we got this Wi-Fi signal. Wait. Isn't it cute? Cause look at where my freaking cowlick goes. Wee. Isn't that adorable? Look, it's a completely different person. There. There. I'm having a lot of fun, sorry. Oh, Amber's also saying, let's focus. Noted. ASMR on. Why are you so cute though? Uh-huh. Me? Am I cute? Okay, Amber, focus. Focus quadrado. Focus quadrado. Floss picks? Actually, I need to go get a disc in floss thing. Hold on. So my cousin has this really cute floss thing. You just pour water in it and you just like push the button and it flosses. Thing. Floss H2O thing. So that's gonna be on the list. Seen? Focus quadrat. This was for Arvia because I was trying very hard to distract him. And I was very successful. I'm pretty good at what I do sometimes. Right shoes. How many different shoes are you taking? Only right shoes? No left shoes? I'm taking my Crocs and my safety boots. And then they are also giving us a pair of safety boots. But my ugly crocs are going with. Maybe I need to invest in a pair of proper pantoffels. Because at nighttime last year, I walked around with these trappers. Actually, they were these Korean shoes that I had that were great for Africa burn. They were so comfy and so warm. And they were easy to take off and on. Face bandana for dust, yes. Bandanas. I have many of those. And did you know a bandana is also a nice top? Sunblock. They do issue because part of your allowance is you get sunscreen, which is great. Because sunscreen is expensive. But I'm going to just take some with. And then I also need to take my facial sunscreen. But I'm going to need to get some more sunscreen. If there's any person that can recommend some nice sunscreen for the desert, I shall highly appreciate it. DPW, if any of you are watching this video in the future, please send me your specific sunscreen brand for the desert. I should message Wilhelm. And we see Malnar. Oh, you. Nothing sticky or oily. No. You can take oily. Just be careful. Like, so what I do. This is actually Amber. Thank you. Because if I go through my routine, then I'm gonna know what I need. Wake up in the morning feeling like no. Whenever I wake up, put on my makeup. No, I don't. I already have them. I pee. I need my sheepy. I am not gonna do the get dressed in a tent at 3 a.m. to walk far away to go pee. Sheepy. It is extremely acceptable to pee in your tent when you are at Africa Burn. Everybody should have a way to pee in their tent. Because number one, getting out of tent and it's cold and the zips go waking everybody up and it's dark and you have to get the flashlight and you're dirty cuck and now you need to pee and you can't knipe anymore because you've been kniping. Just pee in your tent, people. A bottle and a sheepy in your tent. Sheepy in tent. Yes, sheepy in tent. Okay. I'm glad that you're listening. Yes, I have the pee thing with the spot. Do you have lung clearing things? That is a good point. I should look into lung care. I shall go have a chat with ChatGPT about lung care. Maybe okay, let's before I go to ChatGPT, I'm gonna try and find it on the Googles, but Google is just gonna use AI anyway, so can't avoid it. Lung care at Africa Burn. Because most people are smokers as well. Like okay. My Crocs, my socks. Socks. I need a bunch of socks. So socks at Africa Burn is also a whole different ball game. Because what you want to do is when you go to sleep, we're jumping ahead a little bit. When you wake up, you take off your socks that you put on when you went to sleep. Okay? I'm going to jump to that part so that I don't forget it. Lonnie, or Boom Booms, in 2028, when we go to Burn, you're going to want to pack a very nice moisturizing lotion. Moisturizing lotion. Moist. Actually, some of that citronella one that you and your mom have been using, get me that citronella lotion. And then at nighttime, when you get to your tent, you clean your feetsies and you put on that lotion and you put on a sock. And then another slipper if it's cold. And then you go to bed. So that tomorrow morning, your feetsies are going to be soft like a baby's butt. Okay. If you can, use brandself. Brandself. That's a big one on the list. Brandself. Brandself is belangrijk. It's burning ointment. It's ointment for burns. It doesn't burn. Don't take those annoying bras because those things are going to itch for long periods. Oh, powder for creases. Very, very true. I am very fortunate that I don't sweat a lot. So I don't get like rashes often. However, it is going to be in the desert, so I might as well Take some foot powder. Foot health, actually. And all of my sockies. I'm going to ask them about the socks. What socks do DPW members recommend? How are the shoes? Okay, and then I get out of bed. I wipe my face. Face lapis. Face tissue. Please, guys, no, there's no such thing as a flushable toilet wipe. Booms, I know you and your mom flush your toilet wipes. You shouldn't. I'm sorry to say, you were very argumentative about this, so I didn't even go there. But you should not be flushing your flushable wipes. There is no such thing as a flushable wet wipe. It says flushable on the packet. You should not, especially if you have a French drain. You should not be flushing your flushable wipes. However, you can just wipe with your flushable wipes and then trash them. There are trashable wipes. I promise you guys, people, you are too scared of your own shit. Your poop is healthy, and it's okay to throw it in a trash can. It should be more normalized to not be grossed out by your own poop. In fact, humanure, as it is called, is an insanely good fertilizer. And it is an absolute shame that we are throwing away the majority of our human waste and then creating fertilizer with chemicals when we could just put our own poop in the garden. But we're too grossed out by it. Do you know how delicious veggies are that have been grown with poop as fertilizer? They're the best veggies. But we are too... They... Hashtag conspiracy theory coming up. They have told us that everything that comes out of our body is gross, and we believe them. So we flush away our poop. If you just, even if you want to flush away your poop, if you just analyzed your poop more, if you know what you're eating and you look at your poop and you're like, my poop is not the right consistency. My poop is not the right color. You can save yourself so much money by not going to the doctor, because your poop is going to tell you a lot about what you need to know. Everything that comes out of your body is telling you what you need to know about what goes into your body. If your snot is a wrong color, it's telling you to consume different liquids and things. If you're a woman, and a man, your urine tells you so much about your body. You should not be looking at how much water you're consuming. You should be looking at how much water you're peeing out. If you want to know if you're dehydrated, how many times a day do you pee? If you don't pee once an hour or every 2 hours, you're not drinking enough water, my dude. Anyway, back to the list. Face tissue and white wipes. You have a shaver on your list of doing natural for 2 months. I mean, if you do everything, shower before you leave, that helps too. Mentholated spirit or whatever antiseptic. See, I normally go for like a full body wax before Africa Burn. However, number one, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it. Number two, I honestly couldn't give a shit. And number three, I'm just gonna take my shaver with, and then I'll have a day and make a plan. I am gonna ask someone to shave my hair though, because maybe I should go with crazy hair, and then when it gets too long, I'll shave it off. Because I'm gonna get my hair done this week. Actually, I'm going for a haircut. And I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but because I have now realized that I have this cute little pattern in my hair, I'm going to ask her to do something with that. Should be cute. Antiseptic plasters, yes. First aid, first aid. Again, though, that brandsalve is good for anything. Like, that is a first aid kit all in itself. Actually, I need to check my medical aid to see that they are not overcharging me anymore. Yeah, that's cool. Cool. Okay. Then, Yuan and I have a festival packing list that we've been writing. I took it out earlier and now I've lost it. I had it, but then I lost it. And then I was supposed to have it, but I didn't. And it's not there, and it's not there, and it's not there either. What did I do with the Ubuki? Well, this is a crisis. Sorry. Outfit change. Um, yeah, I know. I have no idea what I did with the booklet. This is an absolute mystery. Didn't go anywhere though. Oh well, okay. We'll just have to do the online thing. A smaller cap in case you want to carry annoys you. Very, very, very good point. My hat And my beanies. And my scarf. My scarfy. And my balaclava. Do you have a back brace for heavy lifting because you're working? Nah, my bro. I'm just gonna rough it out. Me and these muscles, these baby muscles. Look at the baby muscle. We're gonna enough. But I do need to work on my posture. That I need to work on that. This is a trick, by the way, Amber, that I learned for posture. So I always do this. I slouch. And then people are like, push out your stomach, push out your chest, put your shoulders back. And that all works good and well. However, look at this magic trick. Turn your elbow outwards. Just turn your elbow outwards. Look at that. Fixes your posture. Just turn your elbow out. Like you can't slouch. Just turn on your eye. Posture. Posture. It's like a scanir. Honestly, hashtag conspiracy number 2. I think my stuff on TikTok is not going viral because the algorithm doesn't want it to. See, we have HVR who's talked about the daddy algo. Daddy algo doesn't want advice like that to go viral because it would actually help people. Yoga mat, that is a good point. My great friend, yoga mat. I actually want like a yoga carpet. Because a carpet you can I feel like you can fold it more. Yeah, true. So if I go on TikTok and I tell people, hey, you can fix your posture with this one simple trick, then TikTok is not going to push that because the algo wants people sick and twisted and staring at their screens. Like I've thought about, I have not done it yet, but I want to make videos for people to exercise while they are on their phones. Because there's this lady, she does this Kegel exercises. And it's great because while you're scrolling on TikTok, she goes, okay, and squeeze. And you just go, yes, mommy. And you squeeze and push and squeeze and push. And you can do that. Like I can do Kegels right now. I'm standing here at this current moment doing Kegels. And you can't see it. You can do them anywhere at any time, male or female. It is so healthy for your body to do Kegels. And if you don't know what they are, go Google it. But you should be doing Kegels more often. I should be doing them too. Boom booms? Actually, you know what? Boom booms. I'll tell you because you don't know. Kegels are a type of exercise that strengthen your pelvic floor muscles. And I'm going to tell you why you want to do this. Because as a person with a yoni, whether you are male, female, whatever you choose to be, if you have a yoni, actually, or a penis, if you are a human, your pelvic floor muscles do not get enough exercise let's just put it out there. It is very normal, extremely normal for older people to have diapers, right? We all know this. Older people wear diapers if they're old. We only think of older people as the frail older people as well, by the way. I have seen many fit-looking 80-year-olds that do not wear diapers, but adult diapers are a thing. And it's because adults don't exercise their pelvic floor muscles more often. Because you sit on a chair and you walk, you don't run, and you do exercises that don't require your pelvic floor to move. And then women have so much trouble with giving birth when they've never tried a pelvic floor muscle exercise. Like, it's a muscle. It's a muscle. You strengthen the muscle by exercising, the same as you get any muscle. Like, are you going to go into an arm wrestling match? If I tell you, listen, in 9 months, you're going to go to an arm wrestling match. And if you win, it's going to make your life amazing. If you lose, you can tear your vagina all the way from your vagina through to your asshole. This is very common. You can poop during sex. Men, erectile dysfunction. Hello. There's so much research into erectile dysfunction, and yet you guys don't do exercises for your Kegels. So much information about prostate cancer. Do you know how to avoid it? Put your finger in your butthole every now and then, men. And you will find out when you have prostate cancer way before a doctor's ever going to tell you. Anyway. That went off on a little bit of a tangent. Anyway, so boom booms. Kegel muscles. How you do this is when you go, and you shouldn't do this when you go pee, by the way. But when you do pee and you try and stop that pee from continuing, that is your Kegel muscle going wah, wah, or whatever the muscle is. I don't know. But the Kegel exercises, the Kegels, the things, the pelvic floor muscles. That act of trying to stop the pee from continuing, that's your Kegel, whatever it is. And you need to be able, well, not need to be able, but to exercise that, you just do that squeezing motion. And there's a bunch of videos about it. Again, men and women, so good for your health, your sexual health, your mental health, your pelvic floor health, all of the health things. And then you practice like squeeze, go, let squeeze, let go, or squeeze, hold, 3, 2, 1, go. And just like it's so good for you. And you can do it anywhere at any time. And then with the added benefit. And now boom booms. Don't listen to this until you're a teenager, okay? With the added benefit that it makes your sex life so much better if you understand how that muscle works. Woman? Boom booms? You want to make your future partner happy? Learn how to control that muscle, girl. You squeeze every last, yeah. We're not going to talk about that. You are my 4-year-old niece. But when you are my 18-year-old niece, let me teach you some things. Anyway, everybody should know about strengthening. Yes, sage, because people energy been weird this past few days. So like, protect your energy, or get Pascal to do a phone session before you leave, as she does the energy stuff too. That is not a bad idea, Amber. I should do a hypnosis before I go to burn. Yes. Sorry, I needed to go and check something. You see, guys, I even sent an email that this video was starting. Amber, what happened? Why did someone, like, the first time I sent emails, everybody clicked on it and watched it? Nobody wants to watch my lives. You two are the only people who want to watch my lives. To be fair, I'm not on TikTok Live, but we're kind of over that, right? So I got a little bit lost in a thought there. I'm quite enjoying the squiggles. You can squeeze a session in. Yes, I was going to go through the packing list. Okay, so I'm not gonna be seeing myself, which is great because I'm kind of tired of seeing myself. Let's see. Ooh, I have Amber's handbook. I mean Amber's address here. DPW packing list 2026. Prepping and packing for DPW can be a daunting task. Yes, sir. 4 to 10 weeks in the desert, no chance of resupply. No chance? No, that's not true. There is resupply happening. I know this. A tough environment and a big job in front of you means that getting this part of the process right. There's a typing error. This part PF. What can you expect from DPW? Although we start with next to nothing, by the time we've built our home on DPW Island. DPW Island. Okay, cool. Make a note of that. A lot of your needs will be met. Here's what we got covered for you for most of your stay. 3 delicious meals a day made by our lovely kitchen crew. Tea, coffee, and some snacks. I'm gonna have to take some tea. Because I love me some flavored tea. And then adding tea to your water bottle. Nammy. Drinking water sourced from our home on Kwaggafontein. And electrolytes, they give you electrolytes, my father. I'm also going to take my own though, because mine is for fasting. Sunscreen, a medic with some medical supplies, showers, and water for laundry. I do need to ask some questions about the laundry. Same with the buddy system, because laundry could be a buddy doing, a buddy duty. A duty to do. Duty to do. With rationing, I'm not going to shower. I'm going to do the bucket bath. I need to do a video about the bucket bath. This is for tomorrow. Amber, tomorrow's live is clothes, bathroom, and shower in the tent. That's what we're going to stick to tomorrow. And I'm going to try my best. Safety gear. They give you boots, gloves, ear and eye protection, and department specific items. This is great news. A large accommodation stretch tent for crew to pitch their own tents under. Amazing. A lounge stretch tent full of couches, tables, games, and other comforts. Amazing. The sweet embrace of a cold crew drink at the end of every workday. I'm gonna make a basket for the crew for the lounge. Okay. Um, Tips and practical tricks. Your tent is your home and your only real personal space out there, the place where you rest your head and stash your dirty socks. We all have our own way treating this space. Some need a clean and organized space, others may like to live a little more spread out. Keeping it in check, though, can make a huge difference to your overall well being. Tote boxes or milk crates to keep your things organized. They can act as bedside tables, keep items dust free, or act as a space to stash your dirty undies. I do want some crates. Okay, for the tent. Um, Spend a little time dust proofing your tent, aligning your bed, and making the surrounding area work for your stay. Pack plastic bags. They're oddly helpful along the way. That's advice I needed. Plastic bags. A bag full of bags. How's it going here, by the way? Amber says back pillow. You probably shouldn't fast at AB because you will be using more energy. I'm gonna eat when my body tells me to eat. I'm going to be listening to when my body says I need to eat, and that means I will sign up for most of the meals, or I will probably sign up for all of the meals. But if I don't want to eat, I don't have to. How far is the cafeteria from the base? It's not that far. Also, teach people on Substack so that they can put emails in folders to not see them in your main email, then people wouldn't get so annoyed with it. That's great. I am very glad that people have been unsubscribing from emails. I do not want to interrupt anybody because Substack has way too many emails. This is true. I do not want an email every time I subscribe to someone or every time they send an email. And now my inbox is infested with emails and I don't want them there and it's too much effort for me to go and unsubscribe. And this is why the internet is the way it is, because it's too much effort for us to unsubscribe. Knowing your body is important. Lo, it's nuts. I need to pack some nuts, actually. Food is going to be a whole nother thing, but I'm going to just write here nuts. Pack plastic bags. Bring your own personal dustpan and broom. Let me just ask them about what do they mean about dust proofing. Um, Label all your things. Yes, 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 yes. This is what I always tell people, and then I don't do it because I don't have stuff to label. Label shit. Then again, my things are going to be squiggly. Self-care Sundays are real. Sundays are the best opportunity for a little bit of laundry and a quick reset for the week. Princess Day, trip to the dam, a solo cycle. Use these opportunities well. Ooh, a cycle would have been so cool. I'm not going to take another bet with a cycle. Old timers trick. Use a daily backpack. A small backpack can be very useful if you're working out in the field. We keep ours well organized and loaded with what we need for work and nothing else. That way we can grab it in the morning, ready to go, and drop it in our tents after work and just forget about it until the next day adventure. What about all? Actually, I do need to get myself a new water bottle. Okay, DPW, if you're watching this, I need recommendations for your. No, wait. I have a water bottle. I have my soda stream bottles. I need to I need to order me a stainless steel soda stream. Okay, I'm getting me a soda stream. What is a kikoi? Huh. Nee, oké, goed dan. Now I know what a kikoi is. And now I have something else that I need. Kikoi. A few pens, a hard copy photo of the outfit. A comfort item. I'm gonna take the doo-doo with. Can I show you, Amber? Look at this. So, Boom Boom sleeps with a piece of cloth. And it's her comfort item. And she has there's a tiny little piece of the material that's a bit loose. And she uses it to tickle her own nose when she goes to sleep. Like the point of it, she'll put it on her nose and then she will tickle her nose when she goes to sleep. Anyway, and this piece of cloth is in the bed every night. She sleeps with it and she will freak out if she goes to sleep and she doesn't have her doo-doo. So she calls it a doo-doo. And doo-doo is also like a cute way of saying sleep, I think in all languages. Doo-doo. Anyway, I said I'm someone getting goosebumps. So the one night I was gonna go visit a friend and I didn't really want to leave Booms alone, but I thought, you know what? Let her miss me for a night and then it's gonna be nice if I'm back again. And when I said goodbye to her and said that I'm gonna go sleep at someone else's house, she was so brave and she was like, it's okay, like you can go if you want to go. But then she gave me one of her doo-doos, like the one that she doesn't use. So that when I go to sleep, I can have something to tickle my nose with and to keep me like, so yeah, this has been with me since. I haven't actually tickled my nose with it. I was a fluff picker. I used to stuff fluff up my nose. Do you have the pod bottle with different? No, I don't want the flavors. I just want the bubble water. She gave me a doo doo. So now I sleep with it. And then, so the first few nights I slept, sorry, I miss that kid. The first few nights I slept with it, I kept on like, when I wake up, I'm like, oh no, where's my doo doo? And then I like search frantically for it in the bed. And then the other night I realized I just like put it in my shirt and then it's like soft on my chest and then I can do this and then I just Miss her. Anyways, and now I sleep with this in my shirt. I know, right? It's the cutest thing. And it's so soft. Like, it is that, like, soft, soft, soft material. Yeah. Dude, when she gave this to me, I melted. It, like, the biggest compliment anyone's ever given me. She was like, "But you're gonna sleep alone. You're gonna need something." And then she just went to the drawer and she gave me her doo doo. Like, it's her backup doo doo. Like, if anything happens to her doo doo, I now have the second one. She is the most amazing person. Anyway, let me go put my doo doo, okay? Okay. We were still going through my morning routine, by the way. Oh, and we were reading the document. Okay. Quick reset. Solo cycle. A small backpack. That's where we were. A multi-tool. I don't have one of those. A multi-tool, a notebook. I'm definitely going to take a couple of notebooks, but I need to make a note to take a notebook. Gloves? But they're going to give me gloves. Sunglasses? I need to remember this part. They say keep your toothpaste and your toothbrush in your backpack because mornings can be a blur. Goggles, buff, kikoi. Oh, yes, they do also say everybody brings an extra bottle of booze and then they add it to the bar to share. DPW packing list, your own tent and mattress. Okay, but we kind of know that part. Light. Okay, underwear and socks, more than you think you need. Working hours, practical. Cold weather, rain jacket, windbreaker, beanie, scarf, gloves. Hot weather, hat, sunglasses, shadow or koi. Dipped in water to cool and protect you. Dusty, buffs, goggles, party time. Formal, gender bender, red party. Booty short Fridays, tutu Tuesdays, and office Mondays. Ja, oké, goed aan. Booty shorts. Tutu, I don't have a tutu. I'm gonna have to give Tutu Tuesday a skip. Tutu Tuesday and office Monday. I like the idea of office Monday. I have some comfortable office style clothes. Drinks, everything you think you'll need and more. I need electrolytes and tea. But I've made those notes multiple times. Treats. little treats. Smokables, lighters, rolling papers, hammocks, and comfy things. Yeah, but the comfy things. Music, download music. This is important. I'm going to put this on my to-do list. Download music. Movies, board games, cards, Magic the Gathering, frisbee, soccer ball, hacky sack. You get the picture. As long as my Halo and my Bubble are going. Bubble and Halo. We're good. Okay, it is like 22. Let me just first quickly go over my day. And then Amber. Lol, if I'm crying, don't stroke my arm. I will hit. Interesting. I get the no labels thing, but do put a letter in your bag about anxiety. In case you can't talk in an episode, you give them the letter and include what helps you and if you like being touched. The worst thing is people doing what doesn't help in order to try and help. You know what? Everybody should just keep a little card with them and say that says what to do when I'm overwhelmed. How to whelm me. How to whelm me. Tell me to breathe. But I think that counts for most people in the world. If you want someone to whelm, trick them into breathing. I had a very good reminder the other day about breathing exercises. And I kind of want to do it again. Maybe Advi and I should do a shamanic breathing tonight. Because bad help isn't help. I mean, it's a good intent. Even if they don't help you very nicely, their intent is to help you. And that should be appreciated. But yes, sometimes it doesn't help much. Okay, morning routine, the breakfast things. I'm going to take some spices. Ooh. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about food. And I'm going to make a note here, condiments. And spices. Hot sauces. Um, Tupperware. Sorry, I'm making notes as I'm writing. So your bowl, your cutlery, your drying towel, your condiments, your spices. Although, like I said, they do have. This is just because I'm extra. Definitely not necessary. And then after breakfast, I think we start working before breakfast though. So in the morning, I'm gonna wanna brush my teeth, get dressed, and go. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have a think a bit, and then I'll post that because I'm doing that over the screen. Yeah, I'm kind of. So I've been going at this for an hour and 40 minutes, and I feel like maybe I should say a few more things about the packing list, but I'm also kind of over it now, you know? And I still have to mentally and physically prepare for the fact that my parents are coming over tonight. So thank you so much for listening, Amber. I appreciate everything that you added, all of your thoughts and help. But I'm going to go now, and I will see you tomorrow when we talk about food and bathroom stuff. Maybe we should separate those ones. Food we can do Wednesday, and the schedule we can do Thursday. This is what you can do for me, Amber. You can help me create a schedule for Africa Burn. Take the WTF guide and feed it into ChatGPT and tell it to create a schedule for you. What to do at Africa Burn. Well, you have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow.